Hello everybody and welcome to Lil Kid Big City, the poker edition. So we had a day off yesterday. I didn't make any videos, but I did play poker and the results of that are fantastic. We had a great day, played the most hands that I've played in a session so far, 2,000 hands exactly, and made 3.5 buy-ins in that session. So great session, great day of poker, and the graphs of that will be up on the blog. And let's get into today's session and see if we can carry on our heater. Okay, not the best two start hands. It's going to be folding here to any sort of raise from the small blind. Going to open the king jack, and the small blind just calls, so it'll be check folding most likely. Going to be opening the suited ace, a little bit small there. That was a mistake on my half. We have picked up a little bit of equity in the pot, and we get a 3-bet out of position. I'm just going to fold that. I'm going to bet a little bit here. I think I might now have the best hand. I think he's probably got like a king X, queen X, ace X. I'm just going to check it down now. I think I do have the best hand, but I'm just going to be checking. Yep. So he didn't have what I thought he had. We have made second pair here. I'm going to be calling at least one street, I think. Now he checks to us. I think I'm going to check for value. Okay, I think we might have the best hand here. And I will just check it down. I did have a feeling I might have been getting trapped there with the king. I could have maybe bet to get some value out of that hand. I was happy to just check it down, and we did have the best hand. Min going to be defending to a min raise there. Let's get rid of that for the min bets. Not sure if he's hit or if he just had ace high or something like that, but I'm not going to get involved in just calling down with a queen high. Could have done something tricky and tried to raise him and something like that, but rather not get involved in that with no real equity in the pot and at the micro stakes as well. There's no point trying to get fancy. So we get ace king under the gun and we get one caller. And we don't hit. The board is a little bit connected there, some overcards. So we c-bet and take it down. So yeah, the session yesterday was pretty good. We ran into a few coolers, which we haven't run into too many so far. Here, but our sessions haven't been extremely long. So now we are running into a few more longer sessions. I'm going to bet here. It's playing my hand quite face up with the flush, but yeah, we run into we flopped 2 jacks and we had a jack in our hand, and it was the flop came down jack 7, and we had a jack in our hand. So we bet into it and we got raised, and then I shoved over the top, and then he turns over 7-7. So we run our 3 jacks into a full house. bit unfortunate, but you know, not too much could do there. Decided to check back on this, just multi-way pot. I'm just gonna not get involved in it. And we have picked up a open-ended straight draw here. Okay, that's good that he checks, because I wasn't sure what to do there if he bets. I think I'm just going to check and try and hit my draw, which I don't. I'm just out of this pot now to any sort of action. Yep, out of there. Probably might steal with the suited 10 here, or attempt to steal. Gets through. Going to be opening both of these hands most likely. Going to raise it up here with the ace jack. To under the gun. Just going to shove on him here. If he has an ace, I have to call. And he calls with a king 10, apparently. I'm just going to fold there to the under the gun. The under the gun raised, just folded. It might have been quite a nitty fold. I'm just going to get rid of that queen 8. So many people in the pot. People behind me there. I'm just going to pick a different spot to get involved with. Ace queen suited. Definitely going to be opening that. Picks up a little bit of equity in the pot, but I'd be surprised if we did win. Yeah. Going to be opening the queen jack suited here. We do hit top pair, pretty decent kicker. So we will be c-betting. He folds. It took quite long to call the initial raise anyway, so I'm not sure he obviously didn't have a hand he was totally confident or wasn't sure how to play. Going to be try and steal here with the 6 queen suited, and then we get 3-bet. Nice short stack. Let's get rid of it. Do have a runner on a straight draw, but not much else. I think I'm just going to get rid of that. definitely going to be opening the suited jack ace. And now he shoves all in, 39 cents. I'm going to call this, and we have him dominated, but he spikes an 8. Okay, so that was unfortunate. I mean, I made the right call calling the short stack there with the ace 8, but unfortunately he did spike his kicker. There's not much we can do about that really. Got the money in good. Queen jack here in the cutoff. You opening that. Going to limp in here with the 9 jack, and he had insta check on, so I don't think there's much going on there. I'm going to call him. Checks. I think he was just trying to take that pot with the 2 jacks on the board. Not sure. Maybe he had a 2. Now we get min bet on 6-8-6. I'm going to call. We got backdoor flush draw 2 overcards, and we do hit our over. Now he pots it. I'm not just hit my over, and that's why I was continuing the pot. So I'm not going to go anywhere. And now I hit 2 pair. Now he checks to me. I think he was just trying to bluff off that pot, so I'm definitely going to bet for a bit of value here. He might call with a worse pair. And he folds. Going to be c-betting here on the ace high board with jack 6. Going to check. Yeah, he had the ace. Didn't think the 6 was strong enough to continue my my c-bet with, and he turned up with the weak ace. Sevens gets it through. Maybe c-betting here on the jack 9. Gets a fold. Ace 8 suited in the small over here. Might try and limp in and see a pot if no one raises. No one does raise, so I think I'm going to limp in, try and see a pot. And we do hit top pair, we do have a straight draw, and we do have a backdoor flush draw, so you know I'm definitely not going to go anywhere. Getting all in over there, so we're folding. And it checks through, so I think a lot of the time I have the best hand, so I need to get some value from it, so I'm going to be betting. And the queen comes, so it does make it look like I've got a queen. And they fold. So obviously none of them had an ace. King 10 on the button, jack 7, open the suited jack in the cutoff. I'm going to call the min raise with the king 10. And we hit second pair. So I'm going to raise up this min bet. And we get 2 callers, so I don't think we've got the best hand here a lot of the time. And the flush has come in. I could have c-bet on that hand, I guess, on that card. I'm going to be folding the Jack 7 there. It doesn't look like anyone's got a flush. It's Queen maybe? Oh, okay. They were going for straight draw. I didn't see what this guy had. He had a Jack, so he had a straight draw, I think. So my 10 actually was the best hand there. I wasn't confident that it was. And we ended up running into a load of spades. So, you know, there could have been a chance that someone had a spade and we were just beaten. Raise it up here with the 7 Jack, and he calls us. Calls us again. I'm going to continuation bet on this spade. No, because I've got 2 spades there, so it's a good card for me to keep barreling with. And he folds. Obviously thought we were trying to bluff, and we were. We were trying to bluff to a certain extent. He raises this up, 10-3 off. It's just going to be a fold. Oh, okay, that's a slam dunk fold as well then. Not any big pairs yet. Not many premium hands. I don't think we've had many super premium hands. I don't think. Queen Jacks, not bad. Oh, there we go. Speaking of premium hands, under the gun, I'm gonna try and isolate this guy. We are out of position, but he goes all in for 9 cents more, so I definitely think we'll be calling. And he has 7-9. He hits the 9, so we've got a sweater 9, and we hold. Okay. So we get a bet, and then a raise, and he limped into the pot. So unless he's slow playing aces or kings, I mean, I think I've got to call that. I pick up flush draw, and now he goes all in. I had queen ace, and I binked the jack. Wow. Wow. So I sucked out on him hard there. And I think that I think I probably should have let go of the shove on the river, on the turn, sorry. But I just didn't see what he was coming in there with, unless he was just slow playing a hand like, you know, a strong ace or aces or kings or queens. Like, what? Yeah. So I didn't really believe him. If he'd have raised the pot initially, then I might have given him more credit, and I probably would have folded my top pair there, just thinking he had an overpair or maybe a stronger queen. But as he didn't, I just didn't give him any credit for what he was doing, I guess. I'm going to try and 3-bet here with the ace jack. So this min raise. The big blind is thinking about it. We get a call, and we don't hit. We get a queen. So I'm going to continuation bet on that queen. And we get a king, so we pick up a gut shot, but don't really have any real equity in the pot. So I think I'll be probably check folding here. I know he bets really small. It's really small into that pot. So is he trying to protect a queen, or I'm not sure what he's trying to do there, but I could get tricky and maybe try and raise his really small bet, but I think I'll just get out of the way because I'm basically relying on high card ace or to bink an ace or a 10 on the river, and yeah, I don't think that would have been the right call. You know, if I try a free bet with the ace jack, I don't often free bet from the small blind really, and we get free bet from the small blind. I'm going to call here if the jack queen suited. We pick up a flush draw. Going to be betting or not continuation being. Going to be betting with my. I'm going to call here. I've got a flush draw and 2 overcards. And now he bets out again. So I'm putting him on, you know, like a overpair. So I think I'm just going to fold there. And now this guy shoves. So you've got trips 7s. Okay, so that was probably a bad call. I mean, I didn't think he had a flush draw. It's just not what I put him on. I thought he might have been overplaying a top pair there. And unfortunately, he turned it. I'm going to call here with the 7s, trying to get a set, which I do. I'm going to check around. Just going to raise it up here with the aces. And it checks around, no one takes a stab at it, so I'm going to bet into the pot. And he calls, so I'm definitely going to bet out again. I'm going to bet half pot. Okay, the jack's not the best card for us. I think I have to keep barreling here. Oh. Oh, and he had a jack. Okay, so this session hasn't gone too well for us at all. Made some calls that probably shouldn't have made, and it's not going too well at the moment. Down a couple of buy-ins maybe. And now we get 3-bet. Again, this guy's 3-bet us, and I think we just fold there. Bets into us. I'm going to call. Although, given his stack size, that might not have been the best call. He checks. We're going to check back. Just check it down. And he had the 10 jack. Yeah, I shouldn't have called his bet because he was so short. He was going to have something. fold here. And I think I'm going to wrap up the session here on these hands. Okay, so this is the graph for today's session. We are down probably the biggest amount we've been down in a while. It's nearly 2 buy-ins. What is it exactly? $1.70, so nearly 2 buy-ins. I did stop the session early because I could just feel myself getting spewy, and I was just making stupid calls and stupid moves, and just not playing well. I mean, even this big spike that we've got here was probably a dubious call. It probably wasn't the right call. And then that shows itself when we kept making bad decisions and went down here. Up until that point, I mean, session was fairly just break even, probably not the best session, still making bad decisions, which is why I stopped the video. So we are down for today, but still up very much compared to what we did yesterday and our overall session so far. I'm going to take a break and just go and clear my head and then come back and try and run it up. If I still find that I'm just not in the right mindset, I will just give up for the day. But this is how we've done so far. So check out what happens next on the blog, and I'll see you next time.